So in the last episode, we confirmed qualification to the next round of 2 trophies. You probably know which ones they are. And we got a big win against one of the top 6, or even top 4 mostly, clubs, which was a very, very big one. Moving on to today, where we have more of those clubs to play. Hey guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 21 West Ham United career mode, and as you can see, we have that first big team up straight away. We're starting on the calendar with Tottenham Hotspur away at the new White Hart Stadium, which of course is a derby as well. So a big game there, a big tester, with Midtjylland after, which I will simulate. If we get the win in this, we might be actually top of the group, but it's not guaranteed, as then we have Crystal Palace again after playing them yesterday, so that's probably simulated. With Everton, definitely played away at Goodison Park, and Burnley, who are second place, so may need to play that one before Nantes next episode at the start, which of course is a huge game. That's for first or second. United away, and Wolves at home before City away. I don't look forward to tomorrow. In fact, I may try and actually simulate 3 of these. Maybe I simulate Everton as well and play that Nantes game at the end, just so I can play all the Manchester clubs tomorrow and get them done in one foul sweep, as this one is going to be a big one today as well. After the international break, we face 5th place Spurs, as we've got a transfer offer in as well here outside of the window for this guy, Frederick Alves, 22-year-old, 66 rated. He isn't bad, but he's nowhere near the team, so I'll let him go to Cardiff. And I've actually skipped really quick to this Tottenham game. Nothing else happened. It's weird to get a transfer offer in, especially from another Premier League club for a really low-rated player. It's very bamboozling, as this is the team we're going to play. We've got Dragowski in goal, Kufal. Zima now is getting back into the starting lineup. He's played well in the Cup recently, the Europa League and the Carabao, and Ogbonna's aging a little bit, so he's going to occupy that right centre-back with Diop at left and Aarons at left back. Love this guy with Hammond, Rice, Souček and Pedro Goncalves, with Felipe Anderson in the middle and Mayoral up front. I'm also thinking about in-game maybe putting Lanzini on as well, but swapping Felipe Anderson and Goncalves, because I think that's the move for the long-term future, but at the moment they're playing well as they are, because Felipe Anderson's really good in that cam position, as he needs to be in the derby, and haven't beaten Tottenham in this career mode so far. Penalties, a late goal, then a thrashing last time we were here, with Hugo Lloris in goal, Serge Aurier, Soulé, Maguire and Reguilon. That's a weird one, with Højbjerg and McTominay, Eric Lamela, Lo Celso and Son, with Kang-in Lee up front. It looks like he always goes to them, and it might be the case that, has Harry Kane gone to Man United? If he has, I understand them 2 signings of McTominay and Maguire going in the other direction, but very weird for them to get 2 United players. Oh well, we've just got to deal with it anyway, I guess, as Max Aarons putting the pressure on the back of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who goes forward now to Eric Lamela, as he's took a heavy touch but still kept it in. Tottenham, actually no, I think they thrashed us at our place, so this was the last minute goal here last time when Ndombele got a stupid little header, as Højbjerg with the ball right now gives it into Lamela again, into Kang-in Lee up front, can't let him get a shot off, and Lo Celso tackled by Souček. Looks like they are up for the game, as there was a focus spotlight on Heung-min Son. He got 4 goals in the last one as Kang-in Lee's slotted through, and what a save from Dragowski. Diop to clear, and can we get the header on? Yes, it's away from Son into Kufal and onto Souček, but we are very lucky not to be 1-0 behind here. Tottenham pulling all the strings at the start of this game, and I don't really doubt it, because we put all our effort into Liverpool, and now it's a derby. We're struggling a bit. The Tottenham fans kinda louder than ours right now, which I don't like to say and admit, as Kang-in Lee with the ball out wide now to Lamela. It's back in the middle. Dragowski has to save this one, but can't. 25 minutes in, and it's always harder, the derbies in this career mode. It's Tottenham who strike first. I'd say poor defending, but to be fair, it's just a really well-worked goal, and I hate to admit that as well. Max Aarons, he couldn't go to the man in the middle, so he had to stay there. It's Diop who stood a bit further out of his position than he probably should have. Left Zima exposed, and Dragowski, who got the shot straight at him, who gets beaten his near post for 1. Bit disappointing, but what can you do? Just try and reply, I guess, as now it's Thomas Souček in the middle, onto Declan Rice and Mayoral. Ball through the middle. Borja Mayoral's got a bit of a chance here. He's cut inside. Maguire's a bit far away, but the shot straight to Hugo, and that was a chance we probably should have tried to take, as Giovanni Lo Celso tackles Souček quite poorly. I thought it should have been a free kick. Azima plays it back to Declan Rice. Rice from range wins a corner. Or in fact, it's going to be a free kick. It must have been a handball there, as who's his best free kick taker. It looks like it actually might be Hammond on the field, the youth player, the new Payet maybe, who of course did score some delicious free kicks. As let's try and dip this a little down the wall. Can it slide in? Not much power. And Eric Lamela in the middle now to Kang In Lee. Round the side of Aarons is all Lo Celso with a good move after the chance we should have taken. Dragowski keeps us in the game. It was good at last time out here as well. He likes to impress against Tottenham. Don't get any ideas for a rivalry transfer, as Aurier almost headers it. It's all over the place as well, as it's our free kick. And I don't think we're going to get anything at the end of this half. As the pass away to Højbjerg. Marks the end of the first half, where we are 1-0 down to the rivals. Not very good, but we've grown into the game. Still behind. I'd say Tottenham are definitely on top and warrant the lead. Maybe even more without Dragowski, as I'm going to make that change as well that I said. And yeah, I feel like we've just got to try and keep on growing in the game like we have done to get any chance of getting a point. Shots-wise, apart from a free kick, we haven't really done much. And the ball straight into Hugo Lloris's hands early on, as Souček gives this out wide to Koufal. Can we get the run through Pedro Goncalves? Not really, so Felipe Anderson gets it out wide. Just going to keep the ball at the start of this half, as Goncalves flicks it onto Mayoral, gives it back to Goncalves to the side of him now, and I see Hammond over the top. It's a great chip, put it across the box. This is well worked, but still can't get it. And Souček now with a pass out wide to Vladimir Koufal. Down the line into Felipe Anderson. We've got another chance to run at this squad, as I think Goncalves were the best option there, but it was just out of the way a little bit as Declan Rice around the corner to Hammond. Shoot on the angle, as was worth a try, and we are getting closer, as Tottenham really not attacking much in this half. I think they've put Bergwijn up front, which is a weird choice, or he's either on that right wing, which is flooding into the middle quite a bit, as Aarons has a ball forward to Goncalves. Round the corner now to Hammond, as he's got a lot of this ball in the second half. This time to cross, as it was meant for the front post in Rice. But still, we do have the ball. Goncalves now just going in and out of players, as he has a chance here. The Portuguese, but runs into the defender. However, Souček reads it back, and I see Hammond. That's gone straight back to Aarons, though, as now Declan Rice in the middle. You can sometimes go back to go forward. As Goncalves doing well to keep the ball, this guy, apart from he got tackled last time. As Souček rolls it onto Declan Rice on the left peg. Wide. And now Lanzini comes on for Felipe Anderson. Look, at the top corner, it shows you Spurs have Marseille next in the Champions League, so hopefully that's their focus out of the way, so we should try and catch them whilst they're thinking about that other game. They think they've got it wrapped up, but we're on top in this second half, as Rice just couldn't get the ball round to him with Mayoral, as we've got 15 minutes, boys. Put it all in. We need something from this derby, as Lo Celso around the corner. Kang In Lee, the striker. Don't let them catch us on a counter. They have done nothing in this second half, and I mean that, as Lo Celso straight into Diop. Now onto Goncalves. Want a really quick and smooth transition, as it's Lanzini back in the middle to Souček, and oh, he's lost it in a bad position as well, as Tottenham have men flooding forward. But Diop again, as McTominay now being chased by Diop. At least Rice is covering. Swap positions for the moment, because Diop's been his best tackler, but misses out there, as Tottenham in the last 10 minutes one round the corner into Bergwijn, across the box, and Zima. He's played really well today, so he is back into contention, I think, full stop, as he got the ball away. And Souček out to Koufal. I've got no one really forward who we can reach, though. They've got so many CDMs, as Koufal runs into danger as well, straight into Son, and Tottenham to come at us again. Lo Celso through the middle, Diop with the block. I think despite our second half triumphs, we are not going to get the overall one, because we're going to lose this game if we don't get it out quick. Zima makes a tackle, though, onto Goncalves. Quick pass to Lanzini, and oh, he's blown the whistle. I didn't pay attention to the clock enough, as we have lost the derby for the fourth friggin' time. You can see all the boys are gutted for it. Didn't even make the changes that I had planned as well, because the ball never went out of play. So, yeah. We move back onto the London Stadium, where we don't want to get embarrassed next time out, and onto the Europa League next. And it's Midtjylland, of course. 1 point from all the games. And that was against Celtic in a draw, wasn't it? They've drawn to Nantes and Midtjylland, as we are guaranteed to go through. Souček asking to play, but I want to play him in the league afterwards to Palace, so we need to pick up more points because, yes, last season we did go on a massive winning run to get us in the Europa League. I'm not going to bank on that happening again, so at the moment we're mid-table, as I have gone ahead and changed the lineup for this one in the reserves, because we've got another game where we can get top of the group and we are guaranteed through already, so we'll leave it down to Nantes, but if we get the win here, it would be great. So we've got Jordan in goal, making his first appearance now. He's got 2 green stats. That's the green rule in my book. 2 green stats. As a youth player, you are ready to play, as Johnson is at right back, even though he doesn't, he was already here, with Zima, Ogbonna and Masuaku, Felipe Anderson, Rice, Aribo and Abbott, who I've just YOLO'd it on, to be fair. It looks like he could be good at dribbling soon, with Lanzini and Benedetto up front, so you can see it's a lot weaker, still got players on the bench, but I think we should still be getting the win, like Benedetto and Lanzini and Rice in that team, against the Danish team, who struggling always in Europe, really. As can we get the win in this simulation? It's just got to load quick. No one I really recognise apart from Pion Sisto, as please, boys, don't let us down. Get the job done and dusted if we can right now, because Nantes might struggle to Celtic, and if they do, that's good for us. As it's a 1-1 draw, though. Sorry, Carbo with the goal for them, and Benedetto with it for us, as they actually dominated us. That ain't good, but still, we guaranteed through, and we've got another game to play for it. It could actually be wrapped up right now, you know, if Celtic lost to Nantes, and Celtic could be actually pushing Nantes to get through to that second place, as we never know what the outcome's going to be until we go back to that tournament and look at it again, as it's 2 games, 0 wins so far. A little concerning, but should get it right against Palace. I'm not going to show you the group finish so far because it's still got 1 game left, and I'm going to save you in suspense for Nantes. See that? There's Dragowski's in goal for this next game. Kufal, Zima, Ogbonna and Aarons, not Ogbonna, Diop, with Hammond, Rice, Souček, 87 rated. Them stats look phenomenal, with Goncalves on the right, Felipe Anderson and Mayoral. As yeah, look at those green ones from Thomas Souček. Amazing. To say in game he doesn't contribute with many assists or goals, he still is a workhorse. As we're going to try and get this game done. You might have seen where we are in the league a bit there. This is a bit disappointing, but we do have 2 more games to go today, as we did get the win against Palace in the Cup recently, although it was on penalties. And can we get it done now? We don't. It's a defeat to Crystal Palace, as things are going wrong in camp. It is Perisic with 1 goal, Mayoral with the almost instant response, but Perisic wins it late. What can we do? In a rut, as we're down to 10th, and they're just behind us. I don't know what the gap is from the Europa League and Champions League spots, but I'm not going to jinx myself by looking. I've just got to try and dress up, quick up, smarten up, sharpen up, whatever it is, against Everton in the next game, and then Burnley, who are doing well. I'm looking through academy players here just before the next game, and I think I've got some gems here. Let me take a closer look, because I'm sure I got some good players worth a bit. Look at that. Brandon Reynolds in net. Oh, they're both goalkeepers, both 87 rated. In Frederick Todd and Brandon Reynolds. Look at the ratings though, they are phenomenal. As this were another guy, Patrick Knight. The academy's looking a lot better, and I do want to put more focus into it. And saying that, I'm going to just promote Patrick right now. We do need more players in that reserve spot in camp, because of course we're a bit short. We need to sign another one probably in January, so I'll let him come up till then and see how he can do, as Dragowski's in goal, Kufal, and I'm just making the change Zima because he is the most tired, and I'll try the partnership with Ogbonna and Diop at the back again after we lost the last one, with Aarons, Hammond, Rice, Souček and Goncalves. Gonna switch him out, not do that, I'm gonna switch him out for Felipe Anderson in the middle, so he's on the right now, and Mayoral up front. Let's see how this team can do against the Toffees, still below us. They're not doing as well as I thought they'd be doing in this career with Carlo Ancelotti, but we've still got to try and beat them away from home as well, when we have Burnley, who are on really good form next, congested and needs winning. And let's have a look at this Everton lineup then. Is it still good? Pickford in goal, not the biggest fan. Petrovic, Braithwaite, Konsa and Oliveira. Konsa's a good signing, with Sigurdsson, Delph and Decore, Muriel, Bernard and Rodriguez. For me, that is a very, apart from the defence, aging front line and midfield a little bit. Delph's getting a bit old. He's already old when he went to Everton. Muriel, I think he's ancient really. I'm not sure though. And Bernard, I thought he was out of Everton's team, to be honest. So I think it is a good opportunity to try and get points. It's a weird team they are playing. and I can see why they're not really up there. No improvements, apart from Concert at the back, I would say, who really warrant a high finish, as even Ancelotti couldn't coach them, as now it's on to James Rodriguez straight away. They do start off with the ball though. Petkaric, don't know what to expect from him. Back now to Delph. Around the corner to Muriel, as Sigurdsson behind as well. I thought he would have left by now. And they don't half know how to knock the ball around. We literally haven't touched it from kickoff, but they've not been in our box. So 25 in-game minutes, and this has been one of the most dominant displays of possession I have ever seen. It must be just what Ancelotti's driving into him. As hey, we've got the ball and we've lost it straight away. It's like playing Leeds United with the high press. As finally we have it for more than 2 seconds, as Hammond now gives it to Aarons. I'm not one of them tip-tap pissy passer guys. I want to just get straight forward, as it's on to Declan Rice. Through that middle is Mayoral, but gives it to him a bit short. Now it's on to Koufal, as look, we're already in your box. What were you messing around for? As Felipe Anderson, you don't need all that passing in this game, as Felipe's still going all the way around. He's still going, Felipe Anderson, still going, still going. Oh, what controllers! It's just wide. And that was obscene skill. Proves that just messing around with it does absolutely nothing for you, as James Rodriguez gets this out wide a little bit. Back to Aarons as he gets it over the top. Back to James. Now into Decore, as yes, Declan Rice reads it. And we've got to try and get forward once again. 5 minutes of this first half almost left because of them wasting time with the passing, as Hammond now has a break. It's 4-on-2, a lot in the box, but we've got to reach someone, as I tried to avoid the tall men at the front and put it straight to the back where no one was. Thank the Lord that first half's come to an end. What a stinker, as we need to go into the second one 0-0. It feels like we're 5-0 down with the way the game's gone so slow and just waltzed by. It's been terrible. So we've got to try and liven it up. It's just been them wasting the ball for 25 minutes and we've lost the ball. The precious possession we need to keep, we've lost straight away. At least we've found a way to tackle them. At least we might touch the ball again. As Bernard now trying to get past Koufal. It's back into the defence though, as Muriel tries to keep it. They're playing a bit more direct now in the second half, which to be honest I prefer from them, because now we can tackle them when they get closer to our defenders and the goal, as Doucouré with a turn. Tackle, Diop with a drag back Magnuts. That was really, really nice, as now it's Declan Rice to run forward and Mayoral is through that gap, but he can't do the same to Braithwaite. And Koufal though, we are still going to try and go forward when we get this ball off them, as keep that in please. Yes, Felipe Anderson, and Hammond's at the back post, not making the run though, as we need to make some subs. But saying that, I don't think we'd actually get to put them on, because I don't recall the ball ever going out of play apart from Anderson's shot. Throw in, corner, nothing. Very weird game, as I'm even going to take a centre-back off, which I never do. Diop is very fatigued, and I want him against Burnley, so he will depart us. Can we take a chance on this little counter here, though? It's through to Mayoral and Borja. Can we get it into Goncalves in the middle? He's hardly touched the ball this game. It does squeeze through to him. Goncalves, get that back in the middle, and no, Jared Braithwaite has blocked it. That was a chance. Even if I would have missed the shot, at least I got my subs off, and that would have been nice to have. As Everton might even be counter-attacking from it. They're actually coming forward, but Diop, red like a book, as now Hammond across the middle to Ogbonna. Need to get forward. Declan Rice, he's coming off for Joel Aribo, as now it's into Borja Mayoral and Goncalves. Through that gap, just through that gap, straight past Braithwaite, which he's done. It's Goncalves against Pickford, and he's put it wide. Oh my days, another big chance to take the lead. The sweaty wasn't really on, so I'm not going to blame myself for not passing it, but should have hit the target. And Zima with the ball, of course, he's come on now. The subs have gone through, 82 minutes, and we're starting to pick up the ball a little bit more. Let's attack Afayalan, the youth player, off the bench, whips it into the back post where Hammond is, and oh, what a corner out of that. I really want a set piece to try and make the most of, because it looks like Everton are playing for, or against, set pieces, should I say, so we don't try and score one, as Koufal now on the ball, round that corner again. Afayalan whipping in first time to Mayoral, but Braithwaite, man of the match so far, even though no team's really had anything to do with severity. It's been such a dull game, as Ogbonna picks it up right there. If we score though, it might not be, as Hammond making the run behind. He's got past Kekarek, I think it is, or something like that. The right back is into Mayoral, who scores in the 90th minute to sink Everton. Our striker has it, and I've been more excited, but I just know that has made up for the whole game which has been wasted. Come on. Mayoral with the late winner. Hammond with the cross, and Mayoral. Borja with a header straight into that bottom corner. Pickford stood no chance, and take that, Ancelotti. Your boring football has got you 0 points out of this one. After this performance, to be fair, I only can see Everton flying down that table, not up it, because that was dreadful football. I don't even know how Everton fans aren't booing, because I can't hear no boos, as we have got it wrapped up. 3 points lately, and I mean lately, secured less till the last minute from Borja Mayoral, as we pick them all up at Goodison, as we're still in 10th place now in the league. 10th place. At least we're getting closer to the top, like, 7. I mean, they're only 4 points in front of us, Liverpool, so I feel like we could make that up if we get the win against Burnley, who are 5th. So they've dropped off a bit. That's very nice, as I'm going to have to play a slightly tired team because I could never get the subs off. Did you know they had 65, I think, % it was, of possession, did Everton, and 0 shots. That's how boring they were. With Dragowski in goal for this next one, Kufal, Ogbonna, I'm going to put Zima in instead, not Nikate. Zima, Diop and Aarons at the back, with Hammond, Rice, Souček, Felipe Anderson, Goncalves and Mayoral. Got to swap them round because, of course, I want Zima for the long term, so I've got to give him more chances, as it's now on to Burnley at the London Stadium. And how do Burnley line up? How are they so high in the table? They do have Nick Pope still, very good keeper. Ryan Cooney, Gibson, Dunn and Anthony Glennon. Grimsby in real life him last year with Ekuban, Brady Phillips and Franchak, with Rui Diaz and Josh Sargent. I mean, going international Burnley like always in career mode, and got 2 decent strikers. So maybe that's why they're up there. They've got the very structured team. Of course, Sean Dyche in charge and 2 very flexible strikers. So let's try and get forward at them straight away, shall we? I know they're going to be good at the back, as proved there. Was a decent little run from, I think, Anderson, as we needed to get a touch on that, and Diop's done so well. That was a big chance for Burnley, as that's the first one of the game as well. You can see they're going counter-attacking. That was a counter, as let's try and do it ourselves, Kufal. If Mayoral's onside, this is a big chance. Borja Mayoral. Oh, and he's passed it through the keeper's legs. Oh my days, we have an early goal, and what a little cheeky one. Look at this. I saw the sweat he was on. I just didn't pass it, but I just tapped B, and it's just a nutmeg. Nick Pope, he will be embarrassed by that one, but Mayoral will be happy. He's really got his scoring boots on now. He is getting on form. That is a great start to the game. Not leaving it till the 90th here. And I don't think Burnley's going to play possession like Everton. Lovely stuff, as that ball's gone straight through to Grousey as well. He's going to roll it out. 16 minutes on the clock as Kufal blasts it forward into Anderson. Almost chipped Glennon with the touches. I do want to get at him. I know he's low rated, although I do love the guy. Really, really good at my club. Got the badge on now, and I probably shouldn't be showing the badge because I've made a bad tackle. Oh dear, as it's going to be Rui Diaz to step over it. The Chilean striker whipping it in. No, going for the shot, and really optimistic. However, they do have the ball back again, and how's he got that far forward already? It's through to Josh Sargent. Burnley not going to sit back and lose this game because we know it can come back. They are in the Europa League spots at the moment, as that's a bad pass as well from Jay Hammond onto Cooney. Handball from them though, which is disappointing, so we get the chance again as Hammond now running into the middle. Give that calmly to Souček, now around the corner into Goncalves as he's going to cut inside. Can he get this out to Hammond? No, it's Aarons this. It's Max Aarons as he's got the ball. Max Aarons running inside, just weaving his way. Can the left back get a goal? Hits Cooney in the face, and it's given us a handball. How the heck is that a handball? I thought he just headed that away, but I've got to take another look. It's Max Aarons who forces it, the left back, and he's been great since coming to the club. And yes, it's off the hand onto the head, so I was right. It hit the head, but hand as well, as it's put Souček on it. Does Souček really take these? No, he doesn't. I'm going to give it Mayoral, who's already got 1 goal this game. Can he embarrass Nick Pope any further? He can't. Got a bit of egg on his face with that one, trying to chip the keeper like that, but still we try and play on as half an hour in. 1-0 still. Don't want that one to be costing us still, as Brady in the middle gets the ball around to Josh Sargent as he's tackled by Zima, and we're going to go forward again. Jay Hammond running into the centre, tries to get that pass off of Souček. Oh, great slide, but I don't think Kufal was close enough, so Sargent to come at us again. Zima with another block. Give that in front of you to Vladimir. Now 1 more ball down the line to Anderson. Yes, that's paid off, and Hammond making a really good darting run at the back post. What a move this will be if it ends in a goal, as it's wide. Hammond really needs to work on his finishing. Don't like how close we've made this game so far. Should be 2, 3. Hammond should have scored, and it should be a penalty converted, as we've got a tackle in there with Diop. Can we get forward at the end of this half? No, we can't, which a bit upsetting. I thought we might have an attack off there. Probably wouldn't have scored with the chances we're having and missing. As there we have it. It is half-time. 1-0 to West Ham against this really good Burnley side. No changes to be made. I just hope it stays the same. As Felipe and there's no Goncalves with the ball straight away. We have tackled them. They took kickoff, but an early goal in this second half would be great. Max Aarons just flooding forward in this game so far, playing really, really well. It's a good whipped-in ball, headed from Goncalves, and I don't expect headers from him, but was a good chance to score. To be fair, I did think it came off his shoulder, as now it's Declan Rice in the middle, onto Souček around the corner now into Goncalves, as we've got a run in front of us from Mayoral, who takes a man out of the way. Good cut away, Goncalves, blocked by Dunn at the back, as this is not a strong Burnley team as well. I've thought about it after I said it at half-time. This team does not have first teamers. Glennon, Dunn, they're like reserve players, so we should be scoring more as Diop with a poor one. I guess it's just Nick Pope really saving them a lot, even though he hasn't made many saves. It's the defence, just we're getting past them but not scoring into the back of the net, as now it's Aarons with a cross in again, getting all the time forward in this game and just getting all these crosses in, as Kufal with the header backwards. Bit of a dodgy one, Sargent in the way, but we do get it forward. So many players forward for us, as that ball from Mayoral is overcooked. And we have got Lanzini on the field, as Mayoral does put the ball out where he just literally put it out seconds ago, as now it's Ekuban with it out wide and back again, gets it, just watches the slide from Jay Hammond. Burnley really good in possession, but out, that's a different story. We just need to keep getting at them and try and get this second goal to confirm the win, as the passing from them actually getting a bit bad when they go forward, as it is still, of course, 1-0, and Lanzini did win the ball forward there, but we've lost it again. Mayoral not having the best game, apart from his goal, of course, which could win the game, so it's a bit weird to say that, as Rui Diaz passes it back now into Kune. Got the ball forward again. Just 10 minutes, really, to see this out, and they haven't really had a shot, but can't count on that. They can just shoot out of nowhere and score a goal. It's just in the middle to Brady, who's just put it wide, and that was a big chance. Zima passes it back straight away to Dragowski. Now on to Issa Diop, who runs straight into a player. We're just making it hard for ourselves now. What we're doing is Rodriguez onto Rui Diaz. Can we get a block in? No, Zima can't get it. Rodriguez, damn, this is a hard game, as Zima now has it. It's like Newcastle in the Carabao Cup at the start of the season, where we were just all over us in the last couple of minutes after doing nothing in the game. But we do have a counter. Lanzini feeds it to Afil, the youth player. Can he get his first goal? And he is not going to sleep after that one. Should have his first West Ham goal. So surprised that this game is not about 5-0. Burnley, yes, I can see why they're up there in the league. They have done very, very good. Of course, keeping it only to 1 goal. But in terms of winning games, I don't see any attacking intent through them. But maybe it's the defence that's carried them to this position. A lot of draws, I suspect, as it's into added time now. Just 2 minutes to see it out. Lanzini should have got that ball as we cut away. Brady gets away from us. Now through the middle again onto Ekuban. We've just got to see it out. 2 minutes of the game left. A tackle in there as we have won the Clarent Derby. Burnley 0, West Ham United 1 at the London Stadium, and that is 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins in the Prem. They have not been easy, but this difficulty doesn't let them be easy, as we have got wins that we desperately needed. And at least it's got us on the right track a little bit. Europa League is next as well, Nantes. Let's see what result they got. We're not going to be playing this one as well, as they lost to Celtic. They lost, so we are now 3 points in front of them. And what is the goal difference? I think it's actually head-to-head, but I'm going to check the goal difference, see if it's really high. If it is really high, I think we're already finishing top of this group, as, yes, 7-2. As Nantes, what was the goal difference last time? They scored 2 at our place, so they do have a bit of an advantage. If we beat them, though, we should go through. So I might actually simulate that at the start of the next episode, then see who we've got in the knockout stages. Dragowski very thankful for his performances, and he's thankful to us, as, yes, tomorrow, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. They are 5 rock-solid games before we play 2 relegation favourites, I'd say, no offence to Swansea and West Brom fans, and go into January, where we have Manchester City and Liverpool there as well. My days, we should have won some games today, I tell you that. Palace, we should have won. Tottenham, should have at least got a point out of it, because we've made it hard for ourselves now. As thank you guys for watching this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, as this is unfortunately the end of it. Turn the notification bell on as well, so you're notified when a video comes out. This is, of course, the highest the channel has ever been on in terms of subs per month, views per month, watch time, and views all together. So thank you guys so much for that. The support is amazing. Follow the links in the social media, well, the social media links in the description if you've not done already. Just getting them out there a little bit at the start of this episode or the end of this episode. I need to get off right now, as thank you guys so much. Take care, in a bit, and peace.